So, here, before we start, just throw.
When we talk about heat-related illnesses that can occur for athletes, especially, it really runs the gamut, right? So we often talk about heat cramps, we'll talk about heat exhaustion, we'll talk about heat stroke, but it's actually much wider than that. Heat can really impact every system in our body, our hearts, our lungs.
Okay, so let's do that. Work off that first. All right.
When you're working out outside, it's not just the temperature that matters, it's also the humidity. So you probably heard meteorologists talk about the feels like temperature, which incorporates both, the heat, but also incorporates the humidity in the air. When it gets really humid, our bodies have a really hard time cooling down. The sweat that we produce doesn't evaporate, and so the heat gets retained in our bodies. So it really puts us at kind of greater risk of experiencing heat-related illness or even death.
So basically, we're looking at this cloud cover. If it can get up over the top of
You gotta expand, kid. You gotta push through, too.
Drinking more electrolytes, drinking more water, all of those things help you kind of stay hydrated in the middle of a heat wave. But there's a limit, right? So you really don't want to push yourself too hard. Athletes and other folks who regularly engage in strenuous activity often think that they can handle it, and they often think they know how much they can handle. But a lot of studies have shown that we're really bad at gauging how hot it is. We're really bad at gauging how much our bodies can handle. So even if you think you can handle it, even if you're a professional athlete, chances are you might not be able to. And so it's better to kind of take a step back and take it easy. Generally, if it's hot outside, you probably need to take precautions, which can involve drinking more water, deciding to exercise earlier in the morning or later in the evening, or perhaps even working out inside.